Hey everybody, it's Jess here with Bless Jess. Thank you so much for watching today for my October goals recap, as well as what I'm going to be doing for November and my goals for that. The kids are playing in the background, so I'm sorry for that, and I'm coming to you in front of my pantry. I thought that was fitting. It just so happened that's where I'm sitting and decided to film, and I thought it was fitting because all my food goals this month, and so that's my background, so I'm sorry. Anyway, so I usually do a separate video for the recap of the last month and then the new video for the other one, but I thought I would just combine them because a lot of the goals are the same and a lot of them are going to be a continuation of October's goals, but I'm really excited for November. I feel like it's going to be a really great month. Okay, it's okay. Lucy is very loud today, so I'm going to try to edit anything out that's too obnoxious. Okay, well, you'll find it. So I have 8 goals for October and then a different, or some of the same, but then another 8 goals for November. So I'm going to go over the October ones, tell you how I did, and then I will do the November goals. So the goals for October, the first goal I had was to track the good, the bad, and then in between. I did not do well on this. So what would happen in October was I would start off tracking in the morning, and then a few days a week, I would kind of fall off in the afternoon, stop tracking, or if I would eat something I didn't really want to track, that would happen a few days a week. So I do not want to do that. I want to be accountable for all of my points. And if I eat something bad or higher in points, I want to track it. And if I go over my points, that's fine, just to be accountable to myself and to all of you to track everything. And it's really hard. A lot of times you'll eat something and not even remember that you ate it, and I want to stop that. The second goal was I wanted to drink 64 ounces at least every day. I feel like I did that really well. Probably 90% of the days I drink at least 64 ounces of water, so that's great. Number 3 is get 10,000 steps a day. This did not happen every day in October, maybe half of the days, maybe a third of the days, somewhere around there. A few days a week, I would hit the 10,000. I want to increase that, but not necessarily focus on the steps, and I'll get to that in a little bit, but the thing is being active most days. Number 4 was to cook dinner every night and limit eating out. We did really well in October, I feel like, of eating at home a lot more. I want to do that even better this month. So I think I did pretty good about making dinner at home, although we did eat out some too. Number 5, measure myself at least once a month and write it down. I have not measured myself since I made these goals. That is something I need to do. So I didn't do great about that, but it is coming, and I have my measurements written from the last time, probably 6 or 7 weeks ago. I need to remeasure because the scale does not show everything when you're trying to lose weight. So you need to make sure you measure. Keep a positive attitude, and remember the scale doesn't define you. This one I feel like I have failed at as well because I've been really focused on the scale and the lack of movement of the scale. I want to say in October I only lost maybe a pound or 2, if that. But I'm also trying to remember that I started working out at the gym in October. That changes your body, and it can make the scale kind of stall as you're working on new muscles and stuff. And also we had a very stressful month because of my son and the surgery he had and all of that. And so a week or 2 was kind of thrown out because of that. Number 7, I wanted to take a multivitamin daily. That did not happen every single day. I am going to seriously try to remember to take that every single night before I go to bed. I did do some, but not as much as I would like. And the last one is pre-cooked chicken and beef for freezer. I did do some. Okay, guys, sorry. I have definitely gotten better about pre-cooking the ingredients, and that is kind of like how I freezer cook. I don't do a lot of pre-cooking entire meals, but I like pre-cooking chicken to use in recipes, pre-cooking ground beef. I definitely want to put that on my planner and not necessarily have it as a goal, but just go ahead and schedule days where I want to get that done. And it makes life so much easier when you have it ready to go in your freezer and you can pull it out and incorporate it into another recipe. So I did do some of that, but I want to continue to do more. So that's all of my goals that I did for October. I would say I kind of had a C on that. Just kind of yeah, I did okay, but I didn't do great on my goals. I really want to buckle down in November. Things are settling down. We're getting into more of a routine since we moved. Nate's arm is healing. All of those kind of stressful things hopefully are getting kind of smoothed out. And so November, I feel like, is my time to really focus on myself and my goals. And these are the ones I have set for November that I'm going to be focusing on. The first thing is what I keep saying that I'm going to do every single week, and that is track every bite that goes into my mouth on the Weight Watchers app, to make sure I'm holding myself accountable. It is so easy to grab something that I'm making for the kids and take a bite of this and take a bite of that, or forget to track that, or start off tracking in the morning and then by the afternoon I don't want to track anymore. I don't want to know what I'm eating. I need the accountability of tracking every single bite. That is my number one goal. If that is the only thing I accomplish this month, it'll be a huge accomplishment for me. Nate, get down, please. Toddler life is hard. Okay, so that is my number one focus this month. Number two, go to the gym 5 days a week. Now, this is different than my step goal. I still want to aim for 10,000 steps, and that I'm still going to be wearing my activity tracker and all of that and trying to get to 10,000 steps, but I don't want to be so focused on the 10,000 steps, because what happens is I go to the gym, and in the days that I'm resting, I still feel like I need to meet 10,000 when I really want to take a break on myself. And on the days, the 1 or 2 days a week that I don't go to the gym, to really be able to not worry as much about the steps. And then the days I'm at the gym, I usually do more than 10,000 steps. So my goal is to go to the gym, and I usually stay about an hour, 5 days a week. And so it'll either be Monday through Friday and then have the weekends off, or more than likely it will be Monday, Tuesday, take a break on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, or something like that, where I kind of break it up a little bit so I don't have 2 rest days back to back. But I'm kind of playing around with that. But my goal is 5 days a week at the gym, and I know that's a lot. I might have to work up to that. I might have to start. I think I did 4 days last week, so that's pretty good. Number 3, try new ways to get in extra veggies. This month, I also started drinking green smoothies, and I'm loving the way I'm feeling after eating so many greens. And so I want to try new vegetables. I'm not a huge vegetable eater. I like raw vegetables. I'm not a huge fan of cooked vegetables, but I want to try new ones and try new ways to incorporate them, either in smoothies or in recipes, or raw, or however, just to get more vegetables in, because I feel really good when I eat a lot of vegetables. Nate, please get down, honey. Okay. Number 4, continue to get 64 ounces of water. I feel like that always is going to be a goal. It's an easy goal for me to meet because I like drinking water, but I do need to remember, because sometimes as a mom, I get really, really busy with everything going on, and then I forget, I haven't drank any water today. So I need to focus on that, and I feel really good, and my skin feels really good, and my body feels really good when I'm drinking lots of water. So number 5, stick to the weekly meal plan. Eat out only once a week. That is my goal. We have been limiting our eating out, but I really want to try for 1 day a week. Some weeks it's not going to happen because we're going to be traveling, or we're going to be out, and we're going to need to eat out. But to plan in, I want to write in my planner the day we're going to eat out, and then stick to only that one meal. And then my weekly meal plan needs to be accomplished. A lot of times I'll write something on the meal plan and then we won't end up eating it. And that's okay. I want to have flexibility, but at the same time, like if I buy the groceries and I have the stuff to make the meals, I really want to try my best to make it so stuff doesn't go bad and our plan can still go forward. So that's number 5. Number 6 is eat my weeklies. Eat my weekly points and track them. I have not hardly eaten any of my weeklies, although I have eaten them. I have not tracked where it's gone down into my weeklies. For some reason, I'm terrified about going down, and then I don't know. I just feel bad about going into my weeklies, but I feel like, especially on the days I work out really hard, I need to eat some of my weeklies. I'm not saying I have to eat all of them, but I think half would be good at least, and I want to track it. So whether that's having one big meal and going into my weeklies, or it's going a little bit over every day, I just really want to focus on listening to my body, and if I'm hungry, especially after eating out, to go ahead and let myself eat the weekly points and then track it. Number 7, do not focus on the scale. It's only a piece of the puzzle. This month I've had a really hard time, like I said, about focusing on the scale because it's not moving very much and being really discouraged. And I have a little pep talk with myself, and I remember all the things I told you. I'm just working out. I'm just starting. My body is changing. I feel better. I'm incorporating more vegetables. There's all these positive things I'm doing, but then I beat myself up because I'm not losing the weight as fast as I would like. So this is a journey. This is a journey. It's not a race. I'm not saying I'm not ever going to make goals. I'm not saying it's wrong if you do, but I don't like making goals if I want to be down this many pounds by this date, because I just feel like I'm setting myself up to be disappointed and to focus on the scale. I do not want to do that. I want to focus on how I'm feeling, better changes I can make for myself, for my family, with my body to feel healthier. So I'm not focusing on the scale, although it is a tool. It is a tool. I'm not anti the scale, and I'll still be weighing in. It is not the only piece of the puzzle. So I need to remember that. And the last one I think is so important for moms and anyone really, and that is get at least 7 hours of sleep every night. Now, my kids are old enough where they're sleeping through the night, and my heart goes out to anyone who still has babies getting up in the middle of the night. That was the hardest thing for me about having a baby, was getting up so many hours in the night, and then you're exhausted and you feel like a zombie. My kids got up all the time when they were little babies, and I never got to sleep. It was horrible. But now they are sleeping, and I need to make sure that I'm getting those 7 hours. So if I need to go to bed earlier, or if I need to sleep in a little bit early and not go to the gym until the night, because right now I've been waking up at 5 in the morning and going to the gym. But if I do that so many nights in a row and I'm not getting my 7 hours, then I am miserable and I'm cranky, and nobody benefits for that. So I'm really trying to, on the days that I go into the gym early, to go to bed early at night and count up the 7 hours and make sure I'm asleep by the time I have to be up at 5. So if I need to get up at 5, that means I need to go to bed by 10, and that is doable. If I can sleep till 7, well, then I can go to bed till midnight. So I'll have a little bit extra wiggle room. But I definitely, for my body, and everybody has a different time they need maybe, but I need at least 7 hours or I am grouchy. So those are my 8 goals. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'm sorry if it was a little bit long and crazy with the kids in the background, but those are my goals, and I will see you guys next month for another 8 sets. I'm gonna run to the potty. Okay. All right, guys. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.